Tommy's the one that gave us the name Rowdy Boys, mind you, which is why we call it.
Actually,
Really?
Andrew did.
No. I thought it was you.
I thought that it was you,
No, I got it from him.
and you got it from Tommy. That's fucking crazy.
Hold up, who got that white girl, save me a bump? Drew over there on the table, he slumped. Pringle dancing like Jamaican on rum. Teddy's in the bathroom taking a hold up. Who got that white girl, send me a line? Tamim got the hookah, he's taking his time. Tommy's wildin', I should break up that fight, but this is a day in the life of the Rowdy Boys. Gang, gang. Let me check my stance.
Hey, squad.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Rowdy Boys back in the building. Drew over here, Ted over there. Hey, check out the mustache, though, man. The mustache is getting crazy on y'all, man. The mustache
thank you so
is
much,
looking
brother.
stupid.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I thought it was getting a little thicker. Yeah.
Hey, honestly though, that last time I saw it at the angle that you was in, I saw some mustache there, bro. I saw some mustache there, damn it.
Yeah, man. I know some damn trans women with more facial hair than me, man. I gotta get on that. I gotta get on some testosterone, and I gotta get on some damn minoxidil. Y'all gonna see though. Y'all gonna see that growth.
Hey, that is so funny, man, that we kind of joking around all this stuff, right? Because the homie that I was smoking a cigar with the other day, right? He's younger, right? He's 21, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nick. He was like, yo, bro, like, y'all got to do a damn a video of, like, how lost, like, the average dude is, especially the younger they get, you know what I'm saying? And
okay.
I was like, man, you know what? I remember being fucking lost for a little bit there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do this video kind of from experience. Not saying that I'm better than y'all. Not saying that I'm fucking lower than y'all. I'm just saying from experience what kind of helped me and kind of what the fuck is going right now with dudes, you know what I'm saying? Especially the younger guys. I'm talking like 17, you know what I'm saying? Like young man, you know what I'm saying? The young strong man. 17 to like 23. That really, like, that bracket right there is specifically, you know what I'm saying? We're talking in general, but that specifically right there, you know what I'm saying? The young cats.
Right. Do you mean lost in every aspect of life, or are you talking about specific? Oh, okay, just like so like lost as far as like your what you want to do with your life, lost as far as like relationships and like if you want to be in a relationship or not, lost is in like pretty much finances, how you gonna get your money, that kind of shit. Career choices.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so that makes sense. Like we tell y'all, you know, most of the time, I just hear the topic when we start the camera. So this is all fucking spitballed improv right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For real, this is 100% candid. Damn it.
Right. All right, cool. So yeah, that's a good topic. You
right,
have any points to start us off?
Yeah. No. So I think that was a damn good topic that he put inside my head. And you know, like whenever I smoke cigars, that's kind of like my meditation place and my zen. Damn it. So that way I can get my head right and get the talking points. And it gets inside of here. And the next time we press the damn record button, that's when I start talking my shit, right? But this is what I was thinking. He's so right, bro. Because maybe you went through it too, but I'm going to let you describe that when I turn it over back to you. But I definitely went through a little period. I would say like 17, 18 to like 20, like a 2 or 3 year period where I was just like, what the fuck do I do? Do I just bum around? Like, how do I find out what I'm good at? What am I supposed to do? All this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. You know, like, especially when you just graduate high school, it's really tough because your whole purpose before that was just fucking show up to school. You know what I mean? You just go to school and do that. And that's, you know, you're supposedly doing what a normal 18-year-old person or under is doing. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, you're winning, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is doing it, you're doing it. You know what I mean? You're not losing. Maybe you're not winning, but you're doing what you're supposed to do. After that, that's where I see like a lot of guys just fall off a fucking cliff because, let's be honest, there's not a whole bunch of avenues. Now there is. It's becoming more of a thing now. But there wasn't a whole bunch of avenues, you know, 4, 5, 6 years ago for guys.
Echo, stop. Sorry, I forgot I set a timer for my laundry.
No, you're good.
Bitch, I said stop.
No, but yeah, so like there's not a whole bunch of.
I was mad at first, but that made for a good podcast moment. Nah, go ahead.
Nah, so yeah, there's not a whole bunch of avenues for guys to like, okay, I can go to said YouTuber, I can go to said counselor, I can go to said person, or you know what I mean, read a book to find out like, hey, how can I become the best version of myself? How can I find out what I'm good at? What can I do in life? You know what I mean? All these kind of things. Now it's more of a thing now. You know what I mean? You got guys like us that's doing this shit. You got bigger guys than us and everything like that. So now it's a little bit more easier for the younger guys.
And you have like thousands or hundreds of self-help books. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. Because, you know, guys were like, shit, yeah, no, we kind of running around like chickens without a head. However, in my situation, I had two people really influential there. I had my dad, you know what I'm saying? So my dad and my mom was married, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. So, you know, my dad obviously had an influence in my life. And my uncle. Them two people. Oh, and I would say my big homie. So I had three influential males in my life that really kind of like shifted things where they needed to go. So I'm gonna give y'all the three breakdowns. My uncle and my dad, both Indian, right? They're both Indian, super immigrant mindset. You know what I'm saying? You work hard, you kill it, this and that. You know what I mean? And my uncle, he's more of a white collar guy. My dad's more of a blue collar guy, right? So when I was growing up, 10 years old, 11 years old, I had to get underneath the car with him, and I hated my dad for this, bro, because like all I wanted to do at 10, 11 years old, I wanted to ride my bike, I wanted to fucking play video games and shit like that, and my dad would be like, no, you're gonna get underneath this car. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I don't want to get all dirty, this and that, but it was building character. So I'm not.
It's hot and it's like greasy and like just nasty.
Yeah.
Like, you just didn't want to do nothing.
And
I'm doing
this.
You're
I'm doing this.
Dad, I'm 10.
Exactly, bro. And my dad, I was the only helper. You know what I'm saying? My dad was hoping for a son, like his whole life. Like as soon as I get me a son, he gonna be underneath this car with me.
Nah, bro. He loved you to death, man. Rest in peace, bro.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but no, I just said it as humor, right? But
yeah.
So you know, built a lot of character, man. Built a lot of character there. You know, doing that shit at 10, 11 years old. And he disciplined me, right? So. Got my ass beat by him whenever I needed to, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And then the second person that kind of came a little bit later in the picture, but, you know, was super influential, was my uncle. I say he kind of came more of a prominent figure, like around when I was like 14. And then there was like one time I did my hair all fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like how I used to do it, like like Goku, right? And my uncle grabbed my hair, and I was like, why is this guy messing up my hairdo? Yeah. And he looked at me. He was like, you're a man. There's no competition in beauty for a guy. And I was like, at the time, I was like, what the hell are you talking about, man? I need to look good. I need to fucking, you know what I mean? This and that. Looking back at it now, I was like, he's 100% right, bro. 100% right. It don't matter how you look as a guy, bro. You could be a fucking one-eyed, cockeyed freak. If you can protect, if you can provide, if you can provision, you're doing what you got to do as a man. You know what I'm saying? So if you're handsome and everything on top of that, that's a plus. That's not the ice cake. You know what I'm saying? That's not the cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean it's true. Like, bro, like half of these damn OnlyFans chicks are like, you know, just the baddest bitches. Bro, you see those videos, man? Not that I'm on OnlyFans. I'm just saying I be seeing shit, you know what I mean, on Reddit, on Twitter, whatever. Man, they be with like fucking dudes like with a gut and with like fucking no sort of like grooming.
He'd be a fucking fat bald guy, ugly as hell.
Look dirty and nasty and ugly as fuck. And he's not just like an actor. Like this is like a romantic interest in her life. You know what I mean? A lot of the time, it's like a boyfriend or friends with benefits or something. This guy looks like fucking shit. Now I don't know if this is on purpose to help the guy viewer kind of lose himself in the video, like because he himself probably doesn't look all that great. So if it's like a 9 or a 10 dude, it may seem like it may be hard to imagine you as him. You know what I mean? But if it's like a ugly fucking mongrel, unregistered sex offender looking motherfucker, then maybe they get to just kind of like they're able to picture themselves more because they look closer to what they look like. But also, that just kind of proves in some aspect, in some way, that it really doesn't matter what the fuck you look like. It really depends on a lot of other aspects in your life.
Exactly.
On what you're actually going to pull. And who can you get with? Money, fucking. What'd you say? You said
protection, provisioning, status, all these things.
Exactly. Yeah, that kind of shit.
So like guys are not only judged on looks. You know what I'm saying? Looks is good. You know what I'm saying? If you handsome and shit like that, if you're a good looking guy, that's a icing on the cake. But don't make it your end all be all. And that's what my uncle basically tried to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Back then, and I look at it now. It was like a 10-year time frame, and it was so crazy, bro. The dude, Nick at the gym, he had like a pimple or some shit like 2 weeks ago. I was about to tell him the same shit that my uncle told me, right? He was like, bro, like, I got a pimple and it's fucking bothering me, bro. I was about to tell him, I was like, bro, you a dude, bro. Like, don't even worry about that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, we at the gym, like, focus on the gym, bro. And he literally told me the same thing, and it kind of brought back to what my uncle said. He said, oh, man, you know what? I'm a guy, bro. I'm not even supposed to look good anyway, yeah? I was like, there you go. There you go. Now you got it, bro. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? We over here in the gym. And then the third person.
At the same time, like, this is coming from two, like, pretty good-looking dudes. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we
for
never
sure.
really
you know
had,
what I mean?
like I know I was kind of like ugly like in my like teenage years, and then I kind of like had a glow up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your ass had a glow up like wardrobely. Your ass was dressing like damn Soldier Boy all the way through high school. No, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, like dudes that are like, it's easier for us to say that it doesn't matter what we look like versus a dude that was dealt the shittiest hand in life and just
That's true. I'm not gonna take that away. Yeah.
Looks like a disgusting like incest monster. You know what I mean?
For some reason I heard, yeah, he looks like a foot.
Yeah, motherfuckers that look like feet. You know, it's easier for us to be like, nah, we're not supposed to even look that good because I have a pimple versus him. He's like, well, I have a fucking forehead that protrudes out like a fucking caveman, and I got fucked up British teeth. I shouldn't have said British. We might have British viewers. I'm just gonna bleep that. I got like fucked up like janky ass teeth, and just like I don't know, bushy ass eyebrows and big old creepy looking eyes, and just like.
Yeah, he wishing like he was like, damn it, man, I wish I was better looking. That's the only thing in his mind.
Yeah, so like it's to an extent, you know, like those kinds of dudes, like, yeah, if they looked better, it definitely would help them a lot, a lot.
right. But so the third guy, the third guy was like my big homie, and he was always telling me, man. So the two people I described before, my uncle and my dad, Indian, right? That's what I said before. My big homie is from the hood, from East Oakland. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in East Oakland and moved to the Tenderloin in San Francisco. If y'all know. You know what I'm saying? And he used to always tell me, he's like, yeah, bro. Like, I mean, there was shit that he was doing back in the day that was like, you know what I'm saying, hella like street shit. You know what I'm saying? But the things that I picked up from him always was like money over bitches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even worry about that shit. Just money over bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your money up first. So a lot of the shit that, you know, the manosphere and people that are guy talking heads and shit like that, they talk about, yo, bro, get your money up. It was easy for me to transition into these things because I had guys around me that was really like, you know what I'm saying? Like pushing me in the right direction, if you will. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm basically the reason why I said, you know, those give you a little synopsis of what went on and the three people that was really influential in my life. The time when I was lost, it was kind of easy for me to like, you know, I was like banging around like this, and then they ass just got a fucking 2 lines, and they were like, all right, here, this is how you do it, boom. And then I was able to just kind of like, you know, fall in line after that, right?
Yeah, like now, you kept metaphorically backing up in the street fight, so they was behind you to punch you in your kidneys and make sure you don't back up no more. Metaphorically speaking.
Where did you hear that from?
That's a oddly specific metaphor.
Oh man, nah, but yeah. So you know, for me, you know, I was able to find that guidance and everything like that pretty quickly, and thankfully pretty quickly. But a lot of guys, man, that are out there nowadays, bro, they are so fucking lost, bro. They're lost spiritually. You know what I'm saying? They got no connection with God. They got no connection with their body. They're not hitting the gym. All they're doing is playing video games all the time. And even if, let's say, for example, they're doing everything right. So, you know what I'm saying? They still feel like they're not the man that they need to be. And I just want to say on this topic, guys, and then I'm going to turn it over to you, Ted.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say you 16 to 23 or something like that, right? That age group. I put 16 there too. Fuck it. If you're a 16 to 23-year-old guy, you're not going to have everything figured out. You know what I'm saying? So even though you are hitting the gym, even though you are getting your money up, even though, you know what I'm saying, you are working on yourself spiritually, you know what I'm saying? You getting a good relationship with God and all that stuff. You're still not going to be the man that you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much improvement that needs to happen. And I think you will, and I'm just throwing this number out there, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you'll truly feel fulfilled with yourself until you're like 30 to 40, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? So just with guys, it's not a fucking sprint. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say about it. What you got to say about it?
Yeah, man. You really like hit a lot of great points about like having like being lost, but then what makes you get out of that stage in your life, and what helps you get out of that stage in life is the people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah, bigly.
Yeah, that's a big one. And then just age and experience, like if you're lost at a certain age, like just be easy on yourself and just know that that's normal. You're not really supposed to have everything figured out, even throughout your 20s, like you said. We both still don't have everything figured out. When you're in your 30s, that's when you should definitely have shit figured out, and then be building up on that to like really like grow your riches and start your legacy essentially. Now, if you do that in your 20s, that's great. You know what I mean? Fantastic. Good for you.
Aim for it to be in your 20s.
That's what you mean?
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, aim for it to be in your 20s, but know that, it's a process, and, you might not feel fully fulfilled until, like, you're a little bit older.
Yeah, but my point is just if you actually have something, like, huge starting up in your 20s, like, that's fantastic, but that's not most people. Most people, teenage years, 20 years old, like they're starting to figure things out. But if you fall on your face, like I'm falling on my face, like I fell on my face in 2019, like just know that, all right, you're young, you're gonna get back up on your feet, and you're gonna figure this shit out, and you're gonna be all the better for it. It's gonna build character. It's gonna help you learn from your failures so that you don't make the same mistakes over and over again, so that you're not a 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old loser who just never learned from his mistakes and is still doing shit that a teenager should be doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me, at around that age, like late teens, early 20s, I for sure was in my most lost period. That was my most lost period from like, I would say, like, well, I guess like infinitely back, but I would say up until like 23, I would say I was like really lost. But I wouldn't admit that back then, In fact, I don't think I'd admit that at any point in my life, because I always had something that I was at least somewhat passionate about, that I wanted to like make my identity. Like, this is my identity, In high school, well, my dad is Air Force. My stepmom's Air Force. Both my grandfathers were both Air Force. So in high school, all the way throughout high school, I was like, I'm going to be in the Air Force. This is my thing. This is my identity. And what do I want to do? All right, I want to fly planes, and then I want to like maybe be an astronaut and go to the moon or something, Just crazy, like, wild dreams, For a teenager, and like, that's what I want to do. And then I realized that the planes that I want to fly, I'm too damn tall for. And then I also realized that I only really wanted to be in the military because I felt like I had to be. It wasn't my dream. It was like other people's dreams for me. So then I was like, well, what do I want to do? Now, then I went into acting and theater and stuff like that. And, but then it's like, I kind of forced that into my life because I was like, well, I was in this stage of, I don't want to not have a goal in life. I don't want to not have a mission. So I have to think of something. And what I latched onto, which was acting at that point, I like went 100% with that shit because I was so terrified of that feeling. Once I told my dad that I didn't want to join the Air Force, I had this momentary feeling of like just being this floating in limbo. You know what I mean? Wait, what the fuck? Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing right now?
Right.
And I just I was like, well, I did a play senior year of high school. All right, I'll go into acting. And I latched on to that like desperately, but it worked out for me, I really do like acting. But it wasn't until like I've said on this podcast, I think a few times, it wasn't until Tommy passed away and I had to turn to music to like get my feelings out as an outlet, and then the reception that my music got, it wasn't until then that I realized that music is my true passion in life. And that was at 19. But from 19 to 23, the reason I was still lost is because I was still learning what the fuck, how do I even make it in the music industry? I was doing all the wrong fucking things. And I, dropped out of college, moved to LA. Now, I'm not saying that dropping out of college was like a mistake, but I was just saying that, I was somewhere where I didn't need to be, and then I moved to LA, which is somewhere I've never been before, and it could have gone way wrong. It really could have been fucked up, but luckily, I was around people who, most of them to this day are still like really close friends of mine, and I actually just hung out with them like Wednesday, and we've been friends since I moved here. They really like helped me navigate around this city. They put a lot of drugs in my nose, but they also were just like really good friends. And it helped me to kind of adjust and figure out, all right, what the hell am I going to do with my life in LA? Right? So the lostness kind of like faded away once I started to really like get my footing here in LA. And now I have like a set game plan. Now, right now I'm in kind of like a dip, but that's okay. Everybody faces that at some point. I'm only 27. So, I'm allowed to fucking fall and get back up. I'm allowed to fail and just try to figure it out from there. I'm in a little bit of a dip right now, but overall, I would say that I have a solid game plan as far as what my next year or two is going to look like. And I'm for sure out of that period in life where I'm just totally fucking lost. I just don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm just faking it till I make it. You know what I mean? Those days are gone. Now that I'm like in my late 20s, I definitely have like a grasp on, I guess, my purpose in life. And that's just thanks to, I guess, like age and experience mostly for me. But then also, people around me. Now, for me, I think people around me are less of a part of it than you. Just because for most of my life, everybody just kind of like, nobody really, like, I wouldn't say nobody steps in. People rarely step in and be like, no, you should actually do this. No, you should actually do that. I feel like most people in my life just kind of let me do whatever I'm going to do because they just, I don't know, people like super close to me just see me as like super intelligent. And they just trust me that I'll fucking do the right thing. And sometimes that's to a fault because I've fallen flat on my fucking face and didn't have anybody to kind of like help me avoid it, because they're just like, he's fine out there, he knows what he's doing, he's gonna be okay, and then homelessness, oh shit, he doesn't actually know what the fuck he's doing, you know what I mean? It's just like yes, it's good to have like independence and be self-sufficient and stuff, but having people that aren't afraid to be like, nah, you're gonna fuck up if you do this, you should probably do that instead. That can help you get out of like certain situations. You know what I mean? It can definitely help you avoid certain nasty situations. And then also the other side of the coin is that maybe sometimes people have done that and I just haven't been receptive to it. I do kind of shut down people if, cause I'm stubborn. I get it from my dad. I do shut down people sometimes when they do like give me advice and I'm not trying to hear it at that point. I'd much rather fail following my own like compass. Sometimes like when I'm like really stubborn, I'd rather fail following my own compass than succeed following somebody else's. And it's a bad trait of mine, but this is like, I'm real. You know what I mean? This is on the internet now. I'm keeping it real with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm a flawed human being. And one of my flaws is that I'm too fucking stubborn. I'd rather walk the wrong way 5 fucking miles until I realize, oh wait, that person back there was right. And then have to walk 5 miles back and then go the right way, then be like, all right, I really think that I should go this way, but since you're saying I should go that way, I'll go that way. Like, I don't know. I got some shit to figure out. But overall, I don't see myself as lost anymore, and that's mostly because I've had so many experiences that I've just had to learn from the hard way.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we kind of shared like our little damn, sweating like bullets over here, bro. But hold up.
Yeah, me too. I got this damn preacher rag.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of just shared with y'all like, kind of like, some personal stories of how we kind of overcame it and shit like that, and how we was lost, you know what I mean, especially in that specific age group that I mentioned. Now, however, because I don't mean to say it in like a bragging, egotistical way. I would say like as a 28-year-old, I'd say like 80 to 90% of guys my age can't even touch me in terms of like fitness. I already know a lot of y'all can't even do the numbers that I'm doing. Finances, a lot of y'all broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to come a little bit on a high horse here. Just bear with me, all right? The fact that if you're watching this thing, you know what I'm saying, you're a younger guy, the fact that you're asking these questions is a good thing. Now, like how we talked about, you're not really going to have everything figured out until you're 30, maybe even a little bit later than that, you know what I mean? Maybe even 40, 45, right? I think the average millionaire in America is like 60 or something like that. So, it's a process. And this is basically what I'm going to close this video off with and kind of wrap it up with. It's a good thing you're asking these questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, until you recognize you have a problem, you can't fix it, because then you're like, oh, well, everything is good. Well, if everything is good, then you're not lost in, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing that you're asking the questions. Read, you know what I mean? Just get information from everywhere and then really try to decipher, like, hey, listen, bro, like, this is straight garbage. This is good. And you know what I mean? And then run with that. Now, another thing that I wanted to touch on, it don't start when you're 30. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you personal experience. You know what I'm saying? I mashed around in a nice car. I got a car for every fucking day of the week. I'm not even joking. It don't start when you're 30 or 40. It starts when you're fucking 20. Once you figure it out, you got to hit that ground running real hard. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to get to 30 years old and you're just figuring it out. And then now there's guys like me that figured it out. Luck, people around me, spiritual, all that stuff. And I'm going to lap your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lap your ass. And then you're going to be like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, because your ass was late to the party, bro. So ask the questions when you're young. Ask the questions and be hungry for the information. Even though you're lost, look for the answer while you're young. And then once you find even like a eke of that, bro, you gotta hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hit the ground running at 30 or 40. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, oh, I have a whole bunch of time. Do not do that shit. I'm telling you right now, bro. There's going to be guys like me and a whole bunch of other dudes coming from India and China that have nothing else to do in their life but work 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And they're going to lap your fucking ass, bro. Trust me. It's already happened in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's a hell of a good point that I'm really glad you touched on. We're not saying slack off until you're 30 and then try to figure shit out. Because that you'll just throw away your fucking life at that point. Especially because a lot of us motherfuckers, die at like 45, 50, 55. You know what I mean? So, like, you want to definitely take as much. We're saying it takes up until that point to actually start making shit work for you and be comfortable. It takes up until that point, typically, of hard work and trying to figure shit out. Not just like, oh, I can just be a fucking loser until I'm 30 and then I'll start to worry about my life. No, that's not what we're saying. That's a good point.
My uncle, I was riding around in his Corvette when I was like 19 or 20. This is another influential thing that he told me. I'll never forget this in my whole life, right? I'll never forget it. He said, kid, you got to wake up. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about in my head? He's like,
he talk like a fucking mob boss. Kid, you got to wake up.
Hey, where's the Tony at? No, but he said, hey kid, you gotta wake up, man, because you know why? I could let you go and you might go and do your own shit. 10 years from now, we'll be having the same conversation in this car and you're gonna amount to nothing. And when he said that shit, I was like, bro, I don't want to be a 30-year-old loser. I was like, oh bro, that just light bulbs went off in the head, bro. After that, I was like, I do not want to be a 30-year-old loser. That sounds like a fuck up right there. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to wrap this up just by saying that one of the things that motivates me in life to like really like take advantage of the moment, cease the day, right. Is that c'est la vie or is that Carpe diem. Carpe diem. One of the things that really helps me seize the day is just this image that I have, this memory of seeing this like 60, 70-year-old man on the bus, on public transportation, in a Burger King uniform, ready to go to work.
Oh, bruh. Oh, man. You don't want to be that, bruh.
That made me so sad, bro. I just kept staring at him. I was like, no, that's not going to be fucking me. So I'm just going to wrap it up on that.
Yeah, man. So, hey, we gave y'all a little personal story about how we was lost, you know what I'm saying? I think I gave y'all a fucking good direction to head on, you know what I'm saying? If you're a damn wild horse out here running around like a chicken without a head. I think I gave y'all some solid advice, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to take it, you know what I'm saying? But it worked out for me, you know what I'm saying? And all I know is on the weekends, I get to mess around in a brand new SUV, and you might not. And on Monday when it comes and it's sunny, I might mess around in a 68 Chevelle. All original, 40,000 miles, and you might not. And I get to smoke $35 cigars, and you might not. Point being,
Andrew, it's against YouTube's terms and conditions to suck your own cock on camera. So let's fucking wrap this up.
Hey, but anyway, enough of the humor and the shit like that. Yeah, I hope y'all getting something out of this video, and you know what I'm saying, you found it informative. Drop a comment. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, man. Share the video if y'all find this fucking, you know what I'm saying, like you can get something out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Share the video, damn it. It might help somebody out over here, especially the young cats out here. We do this shit for y'all, man.
Yes, sir. We
All
out.
right, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.